everybody, welcome back to Guitar Wishes and your Guitar Wish of the Day. This is Lee coming to you once again from the beautiful Guitar Wishes facility in downtown Lincoln, North Carolina. It's a rainy day out there today. Got some bad weather happening, but it's a beautiful day here at the shop. A lot of cool things are going on, and something really cool is Mr. RW Watson is in the house. How are you, sir?
Woo! Oh, I'm doing fine.
Thank you so much for joining us. RW Watson is a guitar builder, and he's been doing it for a long time and makes some of the best playing guitars that we have had in this shop. How long have you been building guitars?
20 years at least.
20 years?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I've worked on them all my life.
Worked on them?
Mm-hmm.
So going back to the beginning of you learning how to build these, what happened? You just had a guitar and you started taking it apart. What happened?
Well, when I repair, I have to take the back off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Repair inside with old Gibsons and old Martins and stuff like that.
Yeah. So when you first started, you were tinkering with your own guitars, and then you learned how to do it, and people started bringing theirs to you.
Yeah.
What's the most difficult thing to repair that somebody brings in?
Cracks where they split right along here, and some of them out here and some here.
Mm-hmm.
But straightening the neck up, that's a pretty major job right there. And
right.
Putting in a couple frets once in a while.
Right. And now this is actually one of his custom built guitars. We have 3 of them in the shop here, and consistently some of the best guitars that we have ever picked up. We compare them to Martins and to old Gibsons, the way they play and the way they sound. When you're building a guitar, is that what you're going after? I want it to play like an old Gibson, or I want it to sound this way.
Yeah, I've got different places inside of it. I change sometimes. I'm always tinkering with it, trying to get a better sound. But forward bracing is about the best you can get in putting in there.
So one of the major contributing factors to the sound of the guitar is wood, and the bracing, and how the
bracing's got to be right.
Is that right? So, and you say you continue to tinker with it?
Yeah, I still doing that.
Is that right?
And every once in a while I hit up on something pretty good.
Well, that's good. Do you ever hit up on anything that just doesn't work?
Occasionally that happens.
So this particular guitar we were talking about just a few minutes ago, what all goes into production of this? I know that you get your necks from Martin, right?
I get a good price.
And as far as the construction of the body, what all do you actually bend the wood?
I bend my own wood. You get a good wood, you got to tap it to see if you want to even slice it to start with. And if it's right, I'll slice it up, bend it, and then the back's 2-piece, the top's 2-piece, and I get my Adirondack and silk spruce from different people. And got about much of that right now.
Right. And I asked you before if you've gotten to the point where you can look at a guitar and remember the process and remember making it. Yeah, they're probably like your children that go out.
Yeah, well, similar.
Similar, yeah. Yeah.
I built around 300.
And do you still have the first one you ever built?
I've still got the first one. It's not going nowhere.
Not going. Now, what is that? What's it made of?
It's mahogany and silk spruce. And I made the neck out of blank.
Oh, wow.
And it took over a week to build that neck. And I said, if I ever get a chance to get something somewhere else, that's where I'm going to get.
I don't blame
you. Let me tell you, it's hard building a scratch neck. A lot of people, that's all they want to do there. But.
How much effect does the neck have on the sound of the guitar?
It's got to be right. I just use ebony, and I've used Indian rosewood, but it just don't make the sound, and it's got to be solid. And I mean, it's got to be actually solid. It makes a little difference, yeah.
Does it?
And I put bone right here out of cows. Them bone right there, but I don't make them, I order them.
Right. What's the most common mistake that you see with some of the guitars that are made today, where you look at that and you're like, I don't know why they do that?
Put them together too fast, I believe, and their bracings. I tap them too. I mean, and that's one thing. A lot of guitars, they just take a 2x4 and slice it up and throw it in there, and that won't work. You gotta have good wood. And I use Adirondack inside most of them. Different woods.
Yeah. So just the fast-paced production of these guitars, where
that's what it is.
Yeah, and so I'm sure you play quite a few that just aren't up to what people are paying for.
But you can take an old guitar, even if the bracings come loose in there, and put it back together. You can make it sound like it was brand new.
Do you find yourself building custom guitars more these days, or repairing guitars people bring?
I build more than I repair.
Really?
But people think you can work a miracle on some of these old guitars, but after they get cracked, it's just going to stay there a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah. These are some incredible guitars. Now, what is this this inlay here?
It's just like Alabama. Mother of pearl, sort of like.
And now you play yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I play.
Yeah, and how long have you been playing?
Well, I'm 78. I've been playing 60 years.
60 years. Wow. You've seen a lot come and go in that time, haven't you?
Yeah.
And now you're playing every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, hard as in Lenoir.
Absolutely, yeah.
Go in at 5, eat breakfast, and finish out at 10 o'clock. And people, anybody wants to come in can play.
Anybody wants to come and play.
Anybody come in, even if they're off time, and we'll straighten them out.
That's good. That's good. So, how many people do you usually have show up?
Average about 6 or 8.
That's good. That's good. And you know, something that you mentioned earlier before we started rolling today was you're teaching other people how to build guitars, and that's what I love. You know, and some of the other videos that we've done with teachers and people. Education is one of the most important things in my mind, and somebody passing on the knowledge that you've got is great. And so, how many people do you have learning?
I guess 20 people or more I've taught out. But the best 2 that I've got right so far out of the whole game is one girl and one man. But the rest of them done good. Yeah. One of them already knows how to play. She wanted to. She has one of my guitars, but she wanted to build her own. Right. Believe it or not, it sounds better than the one she got from me.
That's awesome. That's great.
They build some good guitars.
That's great.
But senior projects, they do a lot of that. And the girls and the boys, back with the girls out, do the boys.
Is that right?
Every time.
Every time. Wow. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming in here and talking to us today. RW, thank you so very much. So if you want to know more about him or anything else you've seen on our site, please let us know here at guitarwishes.com. Check out our Facebook site. Be sure and smash that notification bell on YouTube so you're informed of new content uploaded daily. For everybody here, I'm Lee. We're out.
Cruising for a bruising.